have here a very, very exciting bottle. I don't think I've ever actually opened a bottle this exciting before in my entire life. This is a Glen Mhor, which is a closed single malt distillery in Inverness, which is exciting in its own right. The other exciting thing is it was distilled in 1937, which is absolutely mad. It was matured in casks until 1959, at which point it was moved to flagons, where the liquid remained for 50, 60 years before being bought at auction by the Thompson brothers and Angus MacRaild, and then bottled into this bottle we have before us. As you might imagine, it's super, super limited. This is bottle number 31 of only 37 produced in the entire world. We have one right here, bottled at 48.6%. And yeah, I can't wait. Have you tried Glen Mhor?
No, never.
Before? Never.
No, I've never even seen it on a shelf.
Never seen it myself.
Nope.
So this is step into the unknown for us. So this Glen Mhor is an absolutely stunning example, super, super rare. And for me, it's probably one of the rarest and most exciting bottles I've ever opened. You get some whiskies which are famous for being rare. This one has kind of gone under the radar a little bit. So a bit of an unknown, but let's give it a try.
Excellent.
Right, we'll open this up. It's got the famous baby bell opening with the wax. Let's see if we can get into this. It seems to be cutting off quite easily. There we go. Right. There we go. Nice synthetic cork, so no tearing or crumbling. It comes off absolutely lovely. Right, let's give this a little try.
A little bit of sediment in the bottom too. The bottom. Thank you.
Here we go, let's give this a try. Colour, I'd say nothing remarkable there. Obviously it's well aged, got a decent amount of colour. On the nose, anything jumping out for you?
Quite earthy.
Earthy, yeah. I think it's very, obviously the distillery was in Inverness, so we're not up in the glens and the valleys of Speyside. It's quite an, fairly industrial, would you say, Inverness? Well, maybe not too much, but it's urban.
Maybe more so now so than
1930s. That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, a real heavy nose, I would say. It's not light, it's not delicate, it's quite rugged, I would say.
It's quite a punch in the face.
Yeah. Punch in the face. Yeah, no, very, very intriguing. We'll move on to tasting. Let's have a little cheers. I think, lost for words. I would say that's stunning. I think it's not, for me, you have some whiskies which are very obviously smoky or obviously sweet or obviously, fruity, whatever. This is just a huge amount of depth and balance, and it's a sort of dram I feel I could sit with for 3 hours, just nosing it, tasting it, each time I go back to it, picking out a new flavour.
Definitely delivers on the nose as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Some whiskies on the nose deliver such promise, and on the palate it kind of dissipates and disappoints a little bit. But this is just a huge, mouthfeel is the main thing for me.
Yeah. Just it feels dense, for want of another word.
Dense. Yeah, it weighs a ton. This time. It's a huge flavour to it. Would you say there's one thing jumping out to you? Is it just like an earthiness?
That's dissipated on the nose, the earthiness. I'd say there's some burnt sugar.
What?
A hint of maltiness. I think there is a very small amount of smokiness in there. Very, very small in the background.
I think it's a lovely. It's subtle, but it does sort of linger on the finish, which is beautiful. So this particular one, as we said, distilled ages ago, 1937, matured in casks for 22 years, which is a very decent amount of time of maturation. But this, 50 plus years in these flagons, what impact do you think that would have had? It's not a common practice. No,
No,
sane
absolutely
person
no idea.
would do it. But I think from my experience tasting whiskies that have been in glass for 50, 60 years, you do have this kind of old bottle effect where it's, what do you say, it has a mellowing?
Yeah, mellowing out, but I don't think this has.
Mm.
It doesn't taste hugely mellow.
Yep.
It's still lingering now. I've
Yep.
tasted it over a minute ago.
Yep.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, it's got it all. Huge depth. I say one you could go back to over and over again. For me, it's absolutely knockout. I think it's kind of nicely in the mid. If you think of a flavour map with, you know, the extremes of sweet and spicy and whatever, this is, I'd say, fairly central, but it's not neutral. It's not boring. It's just got so much going on.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of everything.
A lot of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful stuff.
Delicious.
Beautiful.